Hey, how's it going? Alright, so it's Wednesday, 10th of June, 2026. I want to talk about Friday gone. Friday has to be one of my best days of cold approach. It was a really good day, obviously. I did about 8 approaches and one was successful. So I managed to get one person's contact, which is really good. And yeah, it's going well. I'm still talking to that person, and it's great. Obviously, I weren't successful with the other approaches, but I was on the roll. I even approached a couple people in town, and they just kind of walked past me. They know I approached them, but yeah, they just didn't stop. One of them literally didn't even look at me. She just walked right past me. But anyway, I carried on and kind of just moved on like nothing happened. But it was a really good day. So today, again, is Wednesday. I was in town. I went out Tuesday, but not Monday. But this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, not much success really. Not even any approaches actually. So it's one of those ones where it's like a high and low since the past couple of weeks, or yeah, it's just been up and down. Like I thought it might be like a linear kind of success with my approaches, but even when I'm on a high or I do well, the next week I could just have zero success, which is something I've learned, and that's interesting. But nevertheless, just gotta stay consistent and keep up with it. So I really just wanted to let you know that from a couple of months ago, I've definitely come a long way, because now I am approaching people. But I have noticed that I have noticed my limitations and the things that I can't do when it comes to approaches, and that's something for me to work on and to try and get past, push my comfort zone, because there's so many different dynamics going on around you, especially in town, and different situations and scenarios that make different approaches look different. So, you know, there's so many different levels and angles to come from that I need to get comfortable with. And for example, right now I'm not really approaching anyone in twos. I'm only approaching people on their own, because I feel like for me that's just another level. And even if it's not, I'm just kind of treating it like seriously, you know, kind of step by step. But yeah. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I always try to make my videos like efficient and kind of quick as possible, where I'm communicating without wasting time. But this time I don't really care for this video. I'm still new to it, so I just feel like talking. I have noticed today when I was in town that I wasn't really social today. Do I look good? Sometimes I doubt it. I could have done some approaches, but I just went out there. But I think when I was getting ready to leave town was when I was started to come out of my shell, you know. It took a long while for that to even happen and for me to feel that way, which is a shame, because it takes me a little while to have to get used to it. Yeah, man. So that was a shame. But I still got off. I still left town even though I was started to feel good towards the end, because, but I don't know. Sometimes I just think, you know, it's enough for one day. You know, I like to give myself, I don't like to kind of push myself to the extreme. I like to push my comfort zone every day, even if it's a step at a step every day. A step every day. Plus, I'm kind of new to it as well, so yeah. Yesterday, I seen a girl and I approached her just as she got close to me. I put my hand up like that and said, "Excuse me," like that. And she literally walked right past me. She know I approached her. But I need to get better. I need to improve with my approaches and come across an approach in a way that makes people stop when I approach them. Because even though I made the attempt, she didn't stop. And that could be for various reasons, I don't even know. It could even be because she weren't ready to socialize. But if I keep getting better and more confident and come across in such ways, then I believe that people will just stop when I approach them. Like, they'll almost have no choice but to stop. Obviously they will, but because it's the way I come across, confident, oozing, voice out there, you know, that they'll kind of trust you. Whereas right now, when I approached her yesterday, I approached her and I signaled with my hand, but it wasn't so blatant. You know, it was more on the subtle side. But anyway, she walked past. I've seen her before in town. I've seen her come off the same bus as me as well. I think she lives in my area, in fact. But I saw her in town. But the funny thing is, I saw her today. As I was crossing the road in town, I looked right, and literally she's right there, like there. But we made eye contact, and there was another girl there. I was just checking who was on the street. She was right there on the edge, and I just kind of like looked at her, and then I just blinked away. Like, that's the girl who I approached yesterday and got ignored by. I don't know, it's a weird thing. I believe maybe people aren't social like that as well. They're not kind of, maybe she didn't expect it. I caught her off guard. But, you know, hey, I think it should be normal, approaching people, talking in the day, evening especially. But yeah, man, I think it's good that there's that little bit of that familiarity with people who you may approach, and if they don't respond or something like that, then maybe next time that they'll remember that you approached them, and then they'll expect it next time, possibly, if you caught them off guard the first time. So I believe that next time I encounter that person, maybe there might be more of a chance where I get to talk to her. especially if I'm persistent. Because I tried last time, saw her this time, but I didn't approach. Maybe next time she might be more open for a conversation. But damn, man, I just wish that it's just time. It's time. I wish that I could master the game just tonight. But it's just all time. Things take time. But I know where I see myself. And that's the main thing. That's what I'm proud of. That's what's great. Because I always hear that's a good thing. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And bye.